are clicking with Elizabeth, our incredible makeup artist today. And we're gonna pick our brain on how to become a makeup artist and all of the tricks of the trade. How long have you been a makeup artist?
About 11 years now. I started doing retail for about 6 years, and the last 5 been on my own. And
It's for people who are aspiring to become a makeup artist. How did you go from retail to going out on your own?
I watched a couple other girls do it, just go off and be freelance, and it is risky. It's a little hard at first to get your name out there and network, but I took the leap. I had a cheaper rent at the time, so that helped. And just with trying to connect with photographers and wedding planners and venues.
That's a great idea. So did you just go and give them your business cards, portfolio, and just say, love to be one of the people that you recommend to your clientele?
Absolutely. The hugest thing too, there's a lot of great makeup artists with really terrible websites. Look up for me. So I worked really hard on my website. I do use Squarespace, but you can tailor it. They've got great templates, and then you can tweak it to make it your own. But just keep it simple, keep it straightforward. Make sure you have your best photos on there.
Don't you think with your line of business, imagery is
everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Even partnering maybe with a photographer might be a good idea where they can take photos for you.
Absolutely. I've worked with like 3 or 4 photographers. I work with so many, but I work with 3 or 4 where we keep collaborating over and over. And it really helps because they have all of their own connections, and I can refer them to my clients as well. We try to help each other out. What I try to do is find makeup artists at a similar level to me, and we'll refer each other. So any extra business, say I'm already booked this Saturday, I'll send any extra work over her way, and she'll send it back. And then we're not fighting. Yeah, totally.
So how did you learn how to do makeup?
It's definitely a hobby for a long time, but senior year of college, got a job at Nordstrom. I was an art major, I love to paint, and I did photo. I definitely was really excited to learn. I didn't know a ton already, but I was always asking questions, always reading makeup books back then, and then YouTube came out, and that helped a lot.
YouTube probably changed the game, right?
Definitely. It was a little rough at first, but it's gotten better.
Yes.
I love watching people like Lisa Eldridge, who does like Kate Winslet and Alexa Chung's makeup, teach free classes online. It's invaluable. It's crazy.
That really is invaluable. Who do you look up to? Who's a mentor?
I think she's from Australia. It's a makeup artist named Ashley Penfold, and she does a lot of the bikini models and just that bronzy, like sun-kissed glowy makeup. That's my favorite.
I love that too.
Yeah, that's my absolute favorite. She does it flawlessly. That's definitely always the goal, to do this perfect 17-year-old.
So can you make me
yeah.
look like one of the 17-year-old gold goddesses?
That's very easy because you take care of your skin. Yeah.
Was there anything in the 11 years that you feel like, besides collaborating with others, that really catapulted you to the next level?
I think being open to a lot of different styles of makeup. I do a lot of weddings because they make great money, but I love doing editorial work, working on corporate headshots, doing a little of everything. Increase your expertise and get you comfortable in any situation. Because you never know, you're just showing up to a job. You never know who you're going to meet, where you're going to be, how big or small the room is, what kind of vibe. So,
right.
Yeah.
So you really have to be adaptable because you really are being put in any situation. Like something to me that I thought was very interesting and also really great advice about working with the general public.
You're going to get every personality. You're going to get a stressed out businesswoman or mother. You're going to get people that are really easygoing and not picky at all. Some women definitely know how to do their makeup or in the beauty industry, but want to have the pampering of having it done. You just have to be calm and collected, know how to ask the right questions. I think it's really important to do makeup that they're happy with, not necessarily only your style, so it's good to just ask questions along the way. It's a lot easier to do each thing right than have to, at the end, go back and fix everything. The experience of selling and the experience of just making people happy in a limited amount of time when you do work retail is really important.
Good experience and base as to being a good makeup artist.
Absolutely. And learning sanitation, how to keep your kit clean. Knowing when to say no if someone is sick or has a cold sore, things like that.
What is your desert island product?
It's actually a moisturizer, and I get it at Whole Foods. It's called Weleda Skin Food. It's a European product, but you can get it everywhere here, and I forget which country it's from. It is super emollient. I learned about it through a lot of beauty blogs. A lot of models share it, who get dehydrated on planes, and I just use it all the time even though I have just regular skin.
I mean, people love makeup tips. What's your best tip?
Thing to help your makeup last all day, one, using a good primer. I love this Smashbox one, and you just use a little pea size. Don't use a brush, use your fingers.
I've heard the Smashbox is amazing.
Yeah, and
and the primer.
I've tried so many, and this one is just still the best. I keep going back to it. You're just gonna press it into your pores, and it just smooths everything out.
So using a primer, feel like really helps keep your makeup.
But also doing really light layers. A lot of people want a lot of coverage and they go in with a ton of product. But instead, just do it really sheer.
Okay.
Then add concealer where you need it and pump up the coverage only in those certain spots. And then you're going to look fresh-faced all over. You don't want that heavy, cakey look.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel like your makeup's sliding off halfway through the day. I like to get the coverage from the foundation and concealer, not the powder. So I'll go in with powder, but I use only translucent. And that helps
really
too.
Good yeah, okay.
Because a thick foundation powder can just really make you look tired and older.
Right, it actually does the opposite effect. You're trying to make yourself have this flawless finish, and it's actually creating
can hurt
fine
you
lines
more than help you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So what's your favorite translucent powder?
I'm holding it. This Laura Mercier translucent is really, really nice. On some people it can be dry under eye, so I'll use like the Anastasia.
I actually love this Laura Mercier translucent powder also.
I'll use like a highlighting powder like the Anastasia Contour Kit powders, just under eye and this everywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah. MAC blot powder is also really great, and you can use it all day long and it never gets heavy. It's super sheer.
So what is your favorite under eye concealer?
NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's really nice.
The name of that is making me want it right now.
It looks like this.
I mean,
it's really easy.
Oh, I looked at this yesterday.
With a doe foot applicator or anything like that is just really easy on the go as well.
What is your favorite mascara?
I do really like the Dior Show, but the brush is too big for some people's eyes. I feel like it's just monstrous, and it's so easy to smudge it everywhere.
Eyebrows are a huge trend right now.
Definitely.
What is your opinion of eyebrows in regards to, do you like a more full brow?
Yeah.
Is your application for eyebrows been different since this whole brow movement?
It's exciting, actually. I've always liked a fuller brow, but I know not everyone was a fan. Some people used to pluck it thin and just didn't know, and that they kept doing it that way. That like really can age you, actually. I mean, if you think of a younger little girl, they have full eyebrows because they haven't done anything to them yet.
Right.
So actually, it can really make your face look more youthful just by leaving them alone. I do like cleaning them up a bit, but like I said before, I like asking people what they want, but most people are leaning towards that, which is cool. Brows can change your whole face. They're pretty important, so.
What's your favorite brow product?
I like this pencil a lot. This one's Anastasia Brow Wiz.
Oh yeah, that's.
But a lot of brands are making these now. Any like thin pencil that you can sketch in tiny hairs. Anything you have to sharpen, I think, is just a little too thick and heavy-handed. I do like their dip brow as well, but I have to use it super sparingly. It can go too far too quickly. Yeah.
What's one of the biggest mistakes with applying makeup?
I think the biggest mistake would be when people try to rush it. They want that flawless finish. They want their eyeshadow blended, but they're using a flat brush or their finger and they're trying to get out the door. I think give yourself a break. Makeup can be a little difficult, so try to wake up at 5-10 minutes earlier and give yourself time to blend a little bit longer.
So I'm obsessed with highlighter right now. What is your very favorite highlighter?
Actually, this one I just got. I used to love Speckle Liquid, and it's Opal. I love this one a lot if you want that really wet look. If you want a powder for all day, this one's a new palette from NARS. It's Bonk Disable. And there's 3 different shades, so no matter like how fair or tan you are throughout the year, it's gonna look great. You can also use them on your eyes.
That would be great for me because I do self-tanner all the time, but never on my face. Where do you apply highlighter?
So I do it on the top of the cheekbones. I do it down the bridge of the nose, bow of the lip. If you're really dry, like a little on the chin and like right here. But I actually really love this bronze color on the collarbone and the shoulders.
This is a good tip.
If you're wearing a short dress and heels, honestly, put this down the front of your shins. Your legs are gonna look incredible.
sold.
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
It's the NARS, and what's the name of it? I'm gonna get this immediately.
BANC. I'm assuming you say bonk, but I don't know. It sounds a little crazy.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, bonk de sable. Super
the
gorgeous.
Becca is a liquid.
Yeah.
So do you apply a liquid highlighter differently than you would a powder highlighter?
I would not use this brush. Yeah, I would kind of.
Fingers?
I would use a little bit on my wrist so I don't go in with too much, and I would pat it in with my fingers like this. Yeah.
So I just
use like a couple of fingers and press it into your skin. Make sure you don't see where it starts and stops. Make sure you buff it out. Don't last, because you don't want shimmer everywhere. You just want it in those certain high points of the face.
This looks amazing. You did such a great job. Okay, what is my lip color? I'm obsessed.
This one's called Cream Cup. It's a MAC lipstick. It's gorgeous on you. Yeah.
Thank you for clicking with us, Elizabeth.